Today, I'm beating Minecraft, but everything I do in the game, I do in real life. So if I perform a water bottle clutch, I hope I've been taking my vitamin C, because that is my shins shattered. If I punch a villager, that is a random passerby getting wrecked. If I want to eat some meat, well, I'm sorry children, but the petting zoo is under new management. Fortunately though, I've got a while before all that happens, and the first thing you do in Minecraft is touch grass. They said I couldn't make it outside, but here I am. This one's for all those who got stung by stinging nettles along the way. Just kidding. You think a little bit of grass would be enough to defeat me? Nah. I mean, if it'd been a shower on the other hand, you might have had a problem. And then the next thing I suppose I need to do is probably go... The next thing you do in Minecraft is punch a tree. Now, I know I said everything I do in the game I'll do in real life, but some of the things in Minecraft breaks the fundamental laws of physics, and I'm just not prepared to go that far for a YouTube video. I mean, maybe if this video gets 10,000 likes, I'll give it a go, but don't think that makes this challenge any easier. Also, I'd like it to be known for future reference that punching that tree counts for breaking every single block, so I have to punch that goddamn tree for every block I break. The next thing I will be breaking is my skull. Ironically enough though, I will actually be breaking it by smashing against that very tree. One of life's little ironies there. Anyway, you may be wondering how I plan on crafting, because technically crafting exists in real life, in that you can build things from scratch. I mean, there are YouTube channels of people doing that. However, Steve doesn't do that. Steve throws materials into a shape and they magically transform. It's not like I can just toss a couple of materials on the ground as well, snap my fingers and have them transform into a pit. Oh, would you look at that? I guess I can. That makes things easy. I plan to get some food and materials from nearby villages. To get to the villages, I used an ancient technique taught to me by some Tibetan monks called running. Now, Steve runs at 20.2 kilometers per hour, which is 2 minutes and 58 seconds per kilometer, which I can effortlessly match. Now, I know it only looks like I peaked at just over that speed, and you're thinking that I couldn't possibly keep up that pace over long distance. But before you type out your comments, watch this first.
No, I can definitely keep that pace up. I'm doing that as light work. I can do that as long as it needs to be.
Once I stumbled across a village, I plundered the local food supply. Now, you may be saying, would you really be out here committing a crime in real life? Yes. Yes, I would. You might also be pointing out that I just ate carrots straight from the ground without washing them first, and would I really do that in real life? Yes. Yes, I would.
Well. What do we have here, if not a totally naturally spawning British carrot with some lovely organic British dirt? The dirtier the better, as Millie Bobby Brown would say, so, delicious.
You might also point out that I've eaten the bread. Would I really eat bread in real life? Yes, I would. That's a fucking stupid question for you to ask, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Bread. Now, you may be looking at all the items I've acquired and thinking, there's no way you'd be able to carry all that stuff in real life. And you'd be right. I mean, you've seen me punch. I am not a beefy man. However, Steve doesn't actually do any physical carrying per se. If you look closely at the player model, you can see that even with an inventory full of blocks, his size doesn't change. So either he can just fit 2,368 cubic meters of stone inside of him, or he uses a pocket dimension. Fortunately, I just so happen to have my own pocket dimension that I made the other week. They call me Mary Poppins. Where did that come from? No, I'm kidding, I wouldn't do that. The next challenge was getting to the nether, because I can't speed portal, because how on earth am I going to get hold of a lava bucket? Do you know how hot that stuff is? I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole, unless that pole is incredibly fire resistant. So that left either going into the caves to get diamonds and mining for it, or finding ruined portals. Now, I don't know about you, but I do not want to be the next victim of this silly wiggly cave, so I decided on ruined portals as the safe options. But before I went to the nether, I thought it'd be best to get a couple of ender pearls, just in case the worst were to happen. I decided on trading with villagers, because that's essentially just shopping, and I can do shopping. Also, it's much easier than throwing hands with 3-meter tall teleporting men. Ender pearls were pretty easy to get in the real life as well.
I don't see what the big deal with ender pearls is. You just go, whoop. Ta-da! So easy, even a bit.
Lighting the portal wasn't difficult either, because I just so happened to be a master firebender in real life.
You ready for this? Ooh, fire. They call me the Dragon of the West. You want to know why? That's not right, sorry.
Since everything I have to do in Minecraft, I have to do in real life, it seems only fair that everything I do in real life, I can do in Minecraft. So that is why I can now Firebend. I see absolutely no way in which this can backfire on me. It is a flawless idea. Anyway, into the nether. Now, you may be wondering what the real life equivalent of the nether is and how I'm going there, especially if I'm too scared to enter caves. Well, you see, I've actually already been to the real life equivalent of hell before. It's called France, more specifically Disneyland in France. Hapless pigs that will attack you unless you give them money, both places filled with fire and explosions, around every corner is a near-death experience. I mean, they're not even bothering to lie badly anymore. It's right in front of our faces. Wake up, sheeple! First, I found a couple of piglins to trade with for fire res, which essentially boils down to gambling in real life, which I am great at. This is tough. I think I go all in. Fuck, I needed that money. It took me a while to figure out what the real life equivalent to potions are, but I found them. In order to make a potion, you need to brew it. You know what's brewed in real life? That's right, alcohol. If you look, Steve chugs the potion in 1.6 seconds, which means I am compelled to, for the sake of the video, chug this cider in 1.6 seconds.
Shit. Oh, fuck me. I'm never trying that again. Oh, God. No. Don't invite me to any parties, because that was embarrassing.
Actually, now that I've thought about it, I think Steve is using magic, and therefore I am under no circumstances required to attempt this challenge again. That bottle contains 333 litres of water. Now, you may notice that I'm using a pie chart to locate a fortress, and you might be thinking that I couldn't possibly be able to do that in real life, but that's where you'd be wrong. I just so happen to have the perfect psychic ability.
There are 27 hot horny singles in a 2-mile radius. Take a step to the left. There are 26 hot horny singles in a 1.99 mile radius. Ergo, there is one hot horny single exactly 2 miles in that direction.
Once I arrived at the fortress, I needed to kill blazes. However, I accidentally slaughtered a couple of wither skeletons along the way, which meant I needed to defeat a skeleton in real life. However, they're far out of my budget, so I was forced to fight the one skeleton that I could access for free, my own.
But I'm starting to regret that cider now. No.
It's a shame that this was too late for the Oscars, because honestly, I think I might have had a chance. That was cinematic. The real life equivalent of blazes, the only person I found in real life who could shoot fire was me. So, yet again... On the bright side, I managed to escape the nether in a safe and non-anxiety inducing manner. Good thing I'm a clutch god. I think I was facing this way. I don't know why I'm sounding like a dog. Once I had my pearls, I crafted my eyes of ender and started throwing them.
Throw the eye bender. But first, make sure you've actually crafted them into eyes of ender, and you're not just chucking ender pearls for no reason.
Once I'd found the stronghold, exploring it was actually incredibly similar to visiting the ruins of an ancient castle, like Holyrood in Edinburgh. I don't have any videos of the place itself, but I do have a lovely panorama from the hill next to it. And if you don't think I really went, it happened right about the time I got a 5-star lucky drop in Clash Royale. So from there, it was a simple matter of getting lost in the stronghold, which I can do effortlessly in real life. Don't worry, I've already been to a dimension where there's nothing to do and you are surrounded by hyper-aggressive strangers. It's called Lifeguarding. I swear to God, every single problem is my fault. People would come up to me and tell me to heat up the pool because it was too cold. What the fuck did they expect me to do? Piss in it? I couldn't take any videos, as that's what's known in the business as gross negligence and is a fireable offence. Now, how to defeat the Ender Dragon in real life? Because dragons are fictional creatures, and like I said at the beginning, I'm not breaking the laws of the universe with this video. I'm not going to try and make one either. Have you seen Jurassic Park? You know what happens when you try and tinker with nature? Bad things. But because the dragon is fictional, I just have to imagine myself beating it in real life, and that should be enough. And that was easy to do.
I dodged the fireball, duck under the wing, 1, 2, hit that. Okay, it's close enough to the splits, under the attack, dodge, uppercut, bang, dragon reeling, it's stunned. I come in with the flying kick, straight to the head, boosh, the dragon's unconscious, and then namaste, whack, crane kick, karate kid style, to win the day. I think I got it.
From there, the dragon fight was pretty simple. Another safe and non-anxiety inducing event. Perching! You can take a man's cobblestone, but you can never take his soul. Have to use it up so that they... Where is it? Where is it? The cortisol has been spiking. See, not even close. I'm stone cold with it. I'm stone cold with it. I'm stone cold with it. What sound do you reckon a dragon would like? You go, hey, dragon. No. Again, another big apology to everybody whose earbuds I just ruined and offended with that. Oh, that's a perch. That's a perch. That's a perch. That's a perch. I said stone cold. There is not a drop of anger in my body. Oh my god, 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 please, 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 please. No Enderman, no Enderman, no. Yes, it's thunderous applause. Thunder, thunder. Applause is the acclamation of the soul. Those are the words of a very wise man. And God is my soul acclaimed. And then bada bing, bada boom, I beat the game. Thanks for watching.